Hello, everybody, and welcome to Strawberry's Gamer Society. I am Strawberry, and there is a phantom underneath my front door. Oh, hello, phantom. We got it. We got it. Hey, yes, it just started. That is correct. Tarty 58. It has just begun. Welcome to the stream. So I know that you were here yesterday, and hello, Stereo Wolf. I think you were here yesterday as well. And yesterday, during the stream, we had a chatter come in from YouTube and ask me the question, Strawberry, what is your scariest moment ever? And yesterday's mom topic was all about contracts and how do you get a contract, what do you need to do before you sign a contract and what kind of things should you negotiate on a contract. It wasn't really the right time to tell scary stories, but today, yes, alright, today is not a happy music sort of day. Today is a scary music sort of day. Oops, and I just realized the music is too low for you to hear it. There we go. Oh, I can't even turn it up anymore. Okay, well, that is as high as it goes. Yes. Yes. And today we are going to tell our scariest stories. Son is home from college. My son is TNT for PGL, and he is really good at video games. But he's only home for 2 weeks, and he would like to do things with me while he's here, and so and he also does not particularly. It's one of those things, you know how you're always embarrassed about what your parents do, and he really isn't happy about the streaming. So because I love him very much, then I will not necessarily be streaming. Ooh, that would be awesome, Tar58, but only if you want to. Yeah. Yes. Hello. Wait, it's you, isn't it? Who is you? It's Tar58, of course. I don't know if somebody has changed their name, though. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, Stereo Wolf. Okay, and welcome to YouTube! I see that YouTube has just arrived. Hello, Abel and Esteban. Hello, Nekla. Hello, Rhea Ripley Forever. Thank you so much. Yay. Yes, I think I am so cool, but you know, when you are, I was gonna say a teenage boy, but my son has turned 20. 20! Can you believe it? I have a 20-year-old son. One of these days, I'm gonna stop being your internet gamer mom, and I'm gonna start being your internet gamer grandma. Yeah. Yep. Alright. Yes, returning back to my channel. Welcome T58. Hello, Crazy Doc. Hello, One. Oh, you shared it, Crazy Doc? Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yes, so today, I am going to, in Minecraft, I am going to keep harvesting ingredients. So yesterday we harvested 2 whole stacks of why is this not working? There we go. Yesterday we harvested 2 whole stacks of ink sacks plus a little bit. And so we are going to use that to make dye. So that's what I'll be doing in Minecraft is basically I'm going to keep working on making all the different kinds of dye. And I'm going to go get some lapis lazuli down in the caves because I figure caving would be a pretty good thing to do while we're talking about scary stories. Oh, so the music that I use, it comes from a company called Storyblocks, storyblocks.com, and it's basically a lot of music that I have downloaded from their website. I pay them a fee in order to do that, and then they give me a license to use it in perpetuity worldwide. Yeah, yes. Well, red is pretty easy to get. So that's why I have a lot of red, but I need more purple. Oops, dyes. I need more purple, I need more blue, and I think we also need more yellow. So maybe we'll be looking for some yellow as well. Oh, yes, so to join the server, then you need to fill out an application, and I usually add new people on Mondays. Oh, hey, Turtle! Hello, hello. Loving that skin you've got there. That is... That's scary. Yes. Oh, okay. Got it. If you did many months ago, yes. Remain active in streams and on Discord so that I know you are ready to be a part of the community and you can get added. Although at this point, I'm probably not going to add new people until June, whatever it is, the Monday after June 13th. Hello, Pepsi Train. Yes. Yeah. Yes, it took a while. Welcome, Stereo Wolf. Okay. Alrighty, so, yes, what we're gonna do, let me make some dye. Here we go. We're gonna make a whole, what do we make? A whole stack of black dye. And then we're gonna put half of it in here. And then we're gonna start, I'm gonna go hunting for some lapis. So first I need to go get some white, so I'm gonna make some gray and all of that. But we are gonna tell some scary stories. Yes. Yeah, turtle skin is pretty scary, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, and welcome one, and welcome my Fizz, and welcome Top Edgar. Hi from India. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Yes, I'm always surprised at how many people find my stream internationally. I love it. Okay, let's see here. We've got white dye and more white dye and more white dye. And now we are going to combine black dye and white dye to make gray dye. And then we're going to combine half of the gray dye with more white dye to make light gray dye. There we go. And I might as well make more gray dye while we're at it. There we go. There we go. For life. Yay. Alright, thank you, Tarty T58. Well, we will look forward to seeing you on the server then. Remain active. Yeah, do you feel like someone's watching you? Ah! Hello! Hello, hello! Welcome to the stream. Yes, Ernie, we are live. Yes. Ah, okay.
KK
Got
subscribe to the main StrawberryGS YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you so much for the sub! We are now at
Griffith RL subscribed to the
7,522.
main StrawberryGS YouTube channel.
Oh my goodness. And yesterday, I did not notice during the stream, but yesterday we hit the sub goal on YouTube. 7,500 streams. Can you, or 7,500 subscribers. Can you believe it? And thank you for the sub. Welcome, welcome to the stream. Would I rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? I think I would rather watch a tree grow. Yes, welcome, welcome to the stream, everybody. Haha. Okay, yes, Lego build did not win, but that is the goal over on Twitch. So if we can get up to 2475 on Twitch, we'll do a Lego build. But because we hit the sub goal on YouTube, we will be doing a stream, a live action stream. So I will go into VR and we're gonna do a VR stream probably on Friday. I'm not gonna promise though. I need to, it might be after I get back from 2 weeks of vacation. We will see. Yes. Lego set of a real object? Interesting. Well, let's see here. Next we need to get ready to do some caving. Oh, wait. First, though, I have to put all this dye where it belongs. All the white and gray in the dye chest. Yes, if you're on the server, it is a public service to go help this chest stay full of dye. Here we go. Gray dye and more gray dye. And light gray dye, and white dye, and more white dye. There we go. All right, and now I'm gonna go empty my inventory and prepare to do some caving and tell some scary stories. Hello, gamer kids! Haha, concatenation. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Resent Minecraft. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. 5,000 followers. Yes, that is quite a ways off. Like, it is really, really difficult to grow followers on Twitch. Like, even the biggest streamers are having their Twitch follower numbers go down as Twitch purges old accounts. So staying equal on Twitch and not going down is quite the achievement. Hello, Bing Gaming. Hello. Okay. Yeah, Tarty58. What is your YouTube username? Maybe that's a thing I should know. Let's see here. We're gonna put this in here. And let's see. Put the ink there and put away all this rotten flesh. And enchanted apples. Hello, Kitten Mitten. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so today is a scary story stream. So I am not going to start out with my scariest story, but I'm going to start out with a scary story. Let's see, will this fit in here? Yes, it will. I am going to start out with a scary story. So the thing that I was most afraid of when I was a child is snakes. Yes, I was afraid of snakes, and let me get what do I need here? There we go. There we go. Let me see if I can do this right. Oops, that is not the noise I was hoping for. Is it this one? Rattlesnakes. That is my biggest fear. Yes. Oh. Yes. The other one, it was supposed to be a baby rattlesnake, but it did not sound like a baby rattlesnake. So I should have previewed that in advance. Yes. Okay. Yes. Well, I don't know what game I will play when I get to 5,000 followers on Twitch. That is quite a ways off, seeing as in the past year we've gone up about 50 followers on Twitch. It is really hard to grow on Twitch. Yes. So, my thing that I was scared of when I was a kid is snakes. And my dad was really mad because when I was very little, I wasn't particularly scared of snakes. But the girl across the street from us, then she came over to our house, and she and I were playing in our backyard, and there was a little baby tiny garter snake. So garter snakes are completely harmless. And there was a garter snake in the family woodpile. And the girl across the street from us, who was about a year older than I was, she screamed. Like, when she saw this baby snake, she screamed to high heaven and ran away from the snake and treated it as though it was the most terrifying thing in the world. And we screamed and went inside. And from her, I learned that snakes are terrifying. Yes. Oh, okay. Lock it. Okay. Yes. So, TART58, I already said I will be adding you on June 15th or so. And happy birthday, MJK! Yay! Party time. So, I developed a fear of snakes when I was about 5 years old, and it got worse and worse as I grew up, to the point where when I was in 4th grade or so, then I wouldn't even look up other words that started with S in the dictionary because I was so terrified of snakes. Right, mangrove, there we go. And where should I put my turtle helmet so that I can find it again in the future? I think I'm gonna put it in... Wait, where's my toolbox? Oh, there it is. Okay, not my AFK stuff. Where's my toolbox? I'm gonna put my turtle helmet in my toolbox. There we go. Okay. Give me 10 push-ups. Oh, thank you for the push-ups. Alrighty. Here we go. Push-ups and squats. Yes, thank you for keeping your streamer
120
strong.
pieces of exercise for the entire week and summer once you do them.
Alrighty. Let's do them. Here we go. 10. Oops, let's do that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
On Sunday, I streamed for the first time. I got 2 followers. I was just streaming myself coding, without music. I had not figured out the free non-copyright music yet, without a mic, and a webcam. I now understand why people enjoy it, though it seems that those with 2 monitors are better at it, as they can read chat and play simultaneously. It was awesome, and I'm planning to do it again later today. The only bad part was that my computer lagged.
Aha! Awesome! Stereo Wolf, you started streaming! Yes. Oh, wow. No mic, no webcam stream. That is serious. But you still got 2 followers. Yeah, don't forget to advertise yourself in self-promo. If you want to. Yes, at Strawberry's Gamer Society, we are a community here.
And be friends with him on Minecraft.
So, Tall, that's a Bedrock thing, and I only played Java. Yes. Yes, please do stop asking me to friend you in Minecraft. Oh. Yes, and if you only play Bedrock, that's probably why you're not added yet. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, let me just check. What is your Discord name, Tar? Yes, let me just briefly check and see. I will make sure that I have your application. Yes, if anybody wants to join the server, then you can join the Discord and fill out the application. Tar... There we go.
My Discord name is tar_T58.
Okay. I am looking for your application. Yeah, I do not have an application. So I think you will need to fill out the application again because I do not see anyone by the name of tar_anything in my spreadsheet. There we go. So that's probably why you're not added yet, is I do not have the application. There we go. Yes, so please go to Discord, fill out the application. It is in the pinned messages in the survival multiplayer area. Alrighty. So let's see here. What do we have what we need for caving? I have a special mining supplies box, so it's got torches and fireworks and logs. There we go. That's what we need. Whoops. That's a lot of fireworks. How did I... Oh, I see what happened. Okay. I accidentally offhanded my fireworks. Yes. Let's just put those in the right hand. Okay. Now, let's go get a few more fireworks because we're going to go mining far, far away. So, back to the scary stories. When I was in 4th grade, I was so afraid of snakes that I wouldn't even look up
feels lonely.
things that started with S in the dictionary. Aww. Okay. Well, the thing to do if you feel lonely is to be active about going out to find friends. There we go. Okay. Yes, being involved in something, like being involved in something online is, like, that's good to help alleviate instant feelings of loneliness. But it probably won't in the long run. Like, it's a lot harder to make good friends when you're online. Now, it's possible. People definitely do make good friends online, but it takes a lot longer than IRL. So,
no, I'm not touching grass.
Yes, if you are lonely, then, okay, then that is your choice. You are making that choice. Yes, you also do have to be 13 plus. That is true. Okay. Zip back. Please just ask once, okay? And you have to wait until I'm done with the current story before I respond to the next thing. So, at any rate, let me finish that story. Make good choices. Drink water. Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. So I was terrified of snakes. And over time, it got to be a little bit less. Like, by the time I was in middle school, then I was like, okay, it is not smart of me to be scared of looking up things that start with the word S in the dictionary. Like, a snake is not going to come out of the dictionary and hurt me. This is pretty crazy. So, I got to be more normal about snakes, but I still really, really did not like them. And then, when I was an adult, when I was like 22, I started leading a Girl Scout troop. And I happened to be on a trip with about 30 girls, and we were going for a hike. And on our hike, in the middle of the path, guess what we happened to see?
Have you met a king cobra?
I have not met a king cobra. We saw a rattlesnake. Yes, right in the middle of the path. Rattlesnakes are pretty common in California, and it was rattlesnake season. And what snakes do is during the daytime, because they're reptiles, they're not warm-blooded, so the way they control their temperature is by controlling their environment. And so what they do is during the daytime, they get to a sunny place, and then at night they go to a place that keeps in the warmth. Well, in that sunny place, well, this looks like a nice place to mine. This looks like a nice cave here. I'm gonna go here and do some mining. All right. Let's hope we don't fall really far. But we are looking for a way down. Okay, we don't need that. What we're looking for is lapis lazuli. And I'm just gonna go down. But I don't like creepy things coming up from behind me. So, we are gonna go down. Ah, that's no fair. We are gonna go down, and we are going to use torches on our way down. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Torches. There we go. Torches. Alright. And let's offhand these torches. And I am not mining straight down because I don't need to. Alrighty. Yeah. It is, disconnecting from the internet and just forcing yourself to focus on your real life connections. It gets you skills that will help for talking with people in all sorts of places, including on the internet. So, back to the story about the snake. I was leading a group of middle school girls on a hike, and I was about 22 at the time. And in the center of our path, there was a rattlesnake. And I knew that as a scout leader, if I, screamed and ran the other way, I would have a whole bunch of middle school and high school aged girls screaming and running the other way. And the kind of hike that we were on, it was a loop. So, and we were at a place where it would not make sense to, oops, that didn't go where I wanted it to. It would not make sense to do that, to just scream. There we go. Yes, no one can hear you scream, especially if you are a streamer. Okay, let's see here. We want to Oops, that is not... That is not an
I'm
offhand.
going to touch grass.
There we go. Yes! Excellent! I am glad you are going to touch grass now. Oh, okay. Oops. That is not the right kind of block. There we go. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Autocorrect. Okay. Yes, these things happen. Alrighty, let's go down. Let's go down safely. Yes. So, anyway, here I was with a snake in the path, and I am terrified of snakes. I am not, however, terrified of creepers.
I have to say, I saw that status, and I set mine too. Doug panic. Strawberry is screaming.
Yes, well, I
I'm going
played...
to touch grass. See you all tomorrow.
I played... Excellent. See you later. I played a horror game on Friday, and every time I screamed, then no one could hear me scream because the screaming was the screaming was cut off by my limiter. So I would start screaming, and it would tell me, is it still doing that? Can you guys hear me scream? Yes. Okay, how many close calls did I have? So I died a lot last Friday. Here we go. It's random. Okay, it was attenuated. Yeah, see, it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to just take it down and compress it, but not make it Ah! I got hit by poison. No. He 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 he. No, not he 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 he. There we go. Okay. So yes, there we were with a rattlesnake in the middle of the road, and I am terrified. But I have a whole bunch of Girl Scouts behind me, and if I scream and run the other way, they will also scream and run the other way, and that will be much, much worse. And so, I just decide, okay, I am going to choose to not be afraid of this snake. I know that logically, the snake is more afraid of me than I am of it. And I know, because of what I've read, that the snake does not want to bite me as long as I don't touch it and don't threaten it. So, I said, girls! Stand back! There's a rattlesnake in our path. We need to chase it off the path. And so everybody, please, stomp your feet! Stomp your feet! Stomp your feet! And all of that loud stomping, the rattlesnake woke up, and it looked at us, and it said, "This is not a place I want to be." And then the snake slithered off the path. And so, once the snake was off the path and in the bushes, I said, okay, girls, it is now safe to pass. And I stood, so it's a fairly wide path. It was like a 3-foot wide path. And so, I said, okay, girls, I want everybody to pass on the far side of where the snake is. So I stood in approximately the middle of the path, like a good several feet away from where the snake had gone into the bushes and probably went even further away from all of us. And the girls passed by on the far side.
Summer once you do them.
All right, the girls passed by on the far side of where the snake was, and I stayed in the middle of the path between the snake and the girls. and I lived to tell the tale. Nobody got bitten, and after that, I was substantially less afraid of snakes. Like, I couldn't really believe it. Like, I just made a choice to no longer be afraid of snakes, and it worked. Okay, so that is not, however, my scariest story. Yes, so brave. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Hey, when you can do something active in the face of your fears, as opposed to freezing and as opposed to fleeing, when you make that mental choice to breathe and intentionally control your breathing, it really helps. Okay, 10 push-ups. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, and now zip back its if you are still here. Name a car for an edit. I am going to name it Lightning Flash. A distant cousin of Lightning McQueen.
Scared RN in your chair because of this, because I am scared to tell a girl I love her. That teenage scared to let somebody know you love them. So sometimes it can be more fun, or it can feel more fun to, it can, like, once you tell, like, it can, that feeling of being in love, especially as a teenager, sometimes it can feel more fun to have the thought of loving somebody than to actually, like, go through the work of having a relationship. And so a lot of times we're scared to let somebody know how we feel, because when you haven't let them know yet, then everything is real. Like, it's still a possibility that they might be with you. But if you finally tell them how you feel, then, you know, you risk rejection. And yeah, being rejected is kind of scary. Flushed face emoji. Why?
Yeah. Well, you know, that is somebody's right. Not everybody has to reciprocate feelings. And you just have to respect that that's how the other person feels. And just say, okay, well, they didn't. That, you know, it's okay to be rejected. Like, once you just go into it with, I am going to be rejected, she probably doesn't feel the same way, then, you know,
what if she wants your money?
What's the worst that can happen? If she wants your money, especially if it's somebody online, then it's probably a scam. Yep. Oh, my uncle is certifiably paranoid, and he is always sending his money to overseas, like, Ukrainian beauties, or at various, lovalova.com. He sends all his money there. Yeah, my dad runs a trust that takes care of my uncle, because he would spend all of his money on things that he shouldn't. Wait, is that what we're looking for? Ha 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 ha! We found lapis! This is where we're looking for. What we're looking for. Oh. I have to be careful about remembering to place torches. Here we go. Gonna keep caving. Oh.
My best friend trying to steal my girl. Crazy. I went crazy, but she and him are just friends. That is what they say.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for lapis? I have a bunch.
Ah, I am looking for lapis, yes. Well, mostly I am caving. Like, that is the main thing we are doing here, is I am caving, and while I am caving, I am looking for lapis. But it wouldn't hurt to have more copper, too. I have an entire empty shulker to fill with things that I find in the cave. And we are just gonna keep going down. Because we're telling scary stories, and being in a cave is a good place to tell scary stories. Okay. Yes. Hello, iOS if Grigor. Welcome to the stream.
Why copper like why copper?
Yes, just so that if we want to build something out of copper, we can. There we go. Oh, we have made it down to the deep slate. Is this really where we want to be? I don't think we want to be in the deep slate area. I think we want more lapis. We want to be a little bit higher. Does anybody want to look up and tell me what is the most in 1.21.4? Where are you most likely to find lapis? What level? We are currently at...
People says the most useless ore.
10. No, this soundtrack is just... This soundtrack is just regular storyblocks.com. And, I mean, if Ori picked the same branding company, then that's a possibility. Hello, Legend Elwaya. Welcome. -1 is the best for lapis? Okay. Got it. We will go down to -1 then. Although I guess where we are... Here, mining supplies. This is where we'll put everything we've mined so far. But not the totem. There, all this stuff. Alright.
I will beat my best friend if he steals my girl.
No. That's completely inappropriate. So, first off, a girl has agency. The girl gets to choose who she likes. And when you act jealous like that, I know it's the thing. I know it's the kind of thing that happens in the movies, but it's a good thing to know. When you act jealous like that, that is very unattractive to a girl. And I can remember there was a country song. I can't remember the title or what it was, like the details of it. But the basic premise of this country song is, why are you looking at that guy like that? Didn't I tell you that he was going to steal you? Didn't I tell you that, you were going to fall in love?
I love him. He like me, not gay, though.
Yeah. Didn't I tell you that you were going to fall in love with him? I was right to be worried about you liking him. And it's like, dude, when you act so jealous like that, then of course she's not going to like you. Because when you act jealous and controlling, then she says to herself, no, this is not the kind of guy that I really want to be with. Okay, oops, name's 3. -2, -1. Here we go. This is where we want to be. And I have a symbol that I give to myself. High-low is the way to go. So a high torch followed by a low torch, that means that's the way home. High-low is the way to go home. Yes. Let's see here. Alright, well, I will keep looking at -1. And, yes, female, she, her. I am your internet gamer mom. That is what I do. Oops, let me offhand these torches. And thank you for the hydrate. So yes, if somebody is a controlling individual, the girl will probably not want to spend time with them. Alright, let's see here. Hello, way to go home.
He is controlling her like she d.
Yes, that is something that, hopefully she will figure out.
She break up with him and he is now sad.
Yeah, that happens when you are controlling, then people break up with you because the other person has agency. They are not yours to command. But yes, that can be a scary thing, trying to think about asking somebody out. So that is not my scariest story, though. The rattlesnake thing was certainly scary, but that is not my scariest story. Let's see here. Okay, so I can see that from here. I think I better put more torches there. Because we are at a crossroads again.
And started a fight between the whole school.
Yes. That is a thing that can happen.
Boys versus girls.
That sounds like, I'm guessing, a middle school thing. Ah, yes, when people are still figuring it out. Oh, why don't I sleep? There's no need underground. Yes. So, that, however, is not my scariest story. Now, I promised Pepsi Train that I would tell Pepsi Train's scariest story. I would tell Pepsi Train's scariest story. Uh-oh. Which way did I come from? Must be that way. Okay. Got it. So this needs...
Because we chilling like we own the places.
Okay. So that's just a little dead end. Okay, this is back the way I came. Oh, here's more copper. Hello, God Killer! Welcome to the stream. Glad you are here to join us. We are telling scary stories today. And I have told one about a rattlesnake. But I have not yet told you guys my scariest story. And it is getting close to the end of stream time, so perhaps I should begin telling that story soon. Although first, I promised Pepsi Train that I would share Pepsi Train's scariest story on stream. So, here we go. High-low's the way to go home. Yes, I also am not fond of snakes. Yeah, for Lapis it's -1. Okay. Good to know. Alright, so Pepsi Train's scariest story. So this is a weather-related story. And Pepsi Train says, so, back in 2019, my family went to Six Flags. Me and my brother saw the Joker ride, and we thought it'd be funny to poke fun at the Joker, because why not? But several minutes after that, a storm of hail invaded the area, and everybody had to run! I was hit with small hail in my eyes, so I couldn't see on my way back to the car. Luckily, my mom and sis got me back to the car safely. I literally almost died in 2019. If it wasn't for my mom and sister, I wouldn't even be here right now typing about this. That was the scariest moment of my entire life.
Drink water.
Bye, Tardy! Oh, you don't want to hear my scariest ever story. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate.
Squats, everybody.
Gotta get all the exercise out of the way. I am in full netherite. All blinged out.
Give me 10 push-ups.
Here we go. Yes, okay. 10 squats. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, the Joker reminds you
I think I
of
stay.
the hail. Okay, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yep. And that's the thing. Like, none of us lives forever. Something will get us one of these days, and we can choose to live our lives in fear of when that moment comes, or we can just choose to go on anyway. Yeah. Well, this is a server that's been going for 3 years. And duping is allowed, so that makes it a little easier. Yes. So, my time for my scariest story. So somebody asked earlier about cars, and this is a car story. But it is also a kid's story.
Anyways, that is now 160 pieces of exercise for the entire week and summer ones.
Alrighty. Depends on how you count summer. I mean, technically summer doesn't start till mid-June, I think. We're technically still in spring. Okay. So, way to go home. There we go. Let's go this way. Oh my. Does this keep going? No. Okay. Oh, we're now at -6, so let's go up a little bit.
I am the Joker.
Okay. You know, when somebody says that's a thing that they're scared of, probably best not to say that. But that's my opinion.
And the clown.
Yes. Oh, yes, clowns. A lot of people are scared of clowns. So my scariest story is when we went to the state of Washington to visit my brother. My son was about 3.5. Oh, ha! Look at this. We have just gone in a great big old circle. No way. No way. Okay. High, low, the way to go. This way takes us home. All right. So we went to, let's see here. Where else should we go
Clown piece
then?
can dominate your server.
Okay.
Watch out.
Good to know. So, I was... Ooh, here we go. This is another good spot. So, we visited my brother in Washington, and we went to the zoo with his family. Now, you'd think that the zoo would not be a very scary place, and it wasn't. But on the way home, then my brother was getting kind of irritated. His kids were a little bit younger than my kids, and my kids were 3.5 and 1. My daughter was almost exactly 1 year old. So I had a baby and I had a preschooler. And my brother, so we were getting ready to get in the car on the way to go home. And at that age, all the kids were still in car seats. So we had my brother's minivan, and at that point there were only 4 kids total between the two of us. And so we had 4 car seats in the back of the minivan. And my brother was really irritated at how long it was taking the kids to get in the car. And he's like, get in the car, get in the car. And I had my son with me, so I was on the driver's side, strapping my daughter into the car in the back of the minivan. And my brother was yelling, get in the car, go around and get in the car, because his 2 kids were in the back and my 2 kids were going to be in the middle. And he wanted my son to walk around the back of the minivan and get in on the other side. Well, my brother was so impatient, he turned on the car already. And my son, who was very much the kind of person who was very fearful and liked to cling to my leg in parking lots. So he was clinging to my leg and he was kind of scared. And he did not want to walk around the back of the minivan. But my brother was yelling so loudly and being so irritated at him for not going that my son was kind of, he was scared of my brother and he was scared of the cars in the parking lot. And so finally he did it. He decided to start walking around the back of the car. But because my brother had put the car, at that moment, my brother also put the car into reverse. And there was another car in the parking lot. You know how, if you're driving in a parking lot and you see that somebody's about to start backing up, you pretty much have 2 choices. You can either stop and wait for them to finish backing up, which takes forever, or you can go a little bit faster and drive faster so that you get out of their way before they start backing up. Well, this other car in the parking lot decided to take option 2. And this other car started speeding up right as my little 3.5-year-old was coming out from behind the back of the minivan. Now, they say to you, never walk out from between 2 parked cars. And this car, it was speeding through this parking lot. It was probably going 25 miles an hour, right as the little toddler pops out from behind the minivan. And I swear, I saw my life flash through before my eyes, because I could see the one car speeding up and I could see my toddler, 3 or 4 feet away from me. So I couldn't grab him at this point. He was too far away to grab. And I could see the other car speeding up and I could see my toddler walking out from behind the 2 parked cars. And the other car passed maybe 1.5 feet from my kid going 25 miles an hour. It would have flattened him if it had hit him. Luckily, my son did not go too far into the parking lot. He stayed right next to the back of the car. But that was my scariest moment of my entire life, was when my kid almost got hit by a car right before my very eyes, and there wasn't much I could do about it. And at that moment, caring for a toddler is so exhausting. I cannot even begin to tell you how difficult it is to care for a very challenging toddler. And so there's sometimes when you say to yourself, oh, this is really, really hard. I don't know if I can go on. And then something like that happens where you're like, I could have lost him. I could have just lost him. And that would have been terrible. And I just think about how much I loved my baby, loved my kid in that moment. And it was just terrifying. So, yes. Oh, and hello. I do not read Hebrew, but welcome to the stream. That was my scariest story ever, was when I almost lost my toddler. Yes, and if you would like to translate your name in Hebrew to something that I can pronounce, then I would be happy to try to pronounce your name. Welcome to the stream. Yes, we have all kinds of international people in this stream. So, anyway, that is my scariest story. I hope nothing like that ever happens to you. Yes, as a mother, the fear of losing your child is really, really, really intense. Nothing worse has ever happened to me than being worried about that my kid was going to get run over by a car. So that is the end of the stream for today. Now that kid is 20 years old and he is coming home tonight. But he has plans for today and tomorrow. So for today, then, oh, I heard a spider. So for today and tomorrow, we are still going to be doing our streams. And I will see you all. As you can see from the announcements, there will be no scheduled streams from June 2 through 13 because my son is home and visiting. Yes. Good to see you all. And with that scariest story, but luckily it had a happy ending. My son was fine. My daughter was fine. I was fine. My brother was a little bit embarrassed and stopped yelling at my kids to get in the car faster. The other driver, slammed on their brakes when they saw the toddler pop out. It would have been too late. They came to a stop 6 feet past the end of the car, so they would have hit him if he had gotten in their path. They would have hit him, but luckily they did not. The other driver got a little scare and they learned not to speed in parking lots. So all's well that ends well. Who knows, maybe it saves another life somewhere down the line. And with that, it is time for me to say thank you, YouTube. Thank you for all the subs. Oh my goodness, we got another 20 subs during this stream. I will see you all tomorrow